It is time for Ivy League women's soccer as the second season has begun, and it's a traditional opening week matchup as Princeton, ranked 25 in the nation, take on Yale from the Elm City. Pleasant good afternoon. JJ Duke, Brian Tompkins here with you. Brian, both of these teams, they know what it's at stake right now. It's a 7-game season. The best team at the end of the season goes. There's no postseason tournament in the Ivy, and this is a match that really sets a tone for the campaign.
Well, you called it the second season, and that's how the players and the coaches look at this. Regardless of what's happened up until this point, this is the game for both of these teams to get their Ivy campaign started. So there'll be a lot of enthusiasm, maybe a little bit of tension in the first 10 minutes of this game.
Noelle Higginson, the player to watch for Yale University, a big start to her campaign, and she's been not only the tone in the middle of the park, but a player that loves to get forward, and she's scoring goals.
Well, she's the connector. She's the one that makes everything happen for them. She's very, very good on the ball, excellent passer, and really controls the rhythm and tempo of play for the Bulldogs.
Robert Morris played just a couple of days ago, so they're going to be a little bit of a fatigue side. They hosted Akron at Moon Township, PA, just I want to say about 40 hours ago or so, then make the long bus trip up from Western PA to New Haven. As we're underway here, the Bulldogs in their home white jerseys, Robert Morris in their road blues with the red trim and the red numbers going off to our left. Before the match, you and I were talking about how the heat is going to play a factor in this one. The team that's going to survive today's game, they're going to need to get out to an early lead and really try to sustain the tempo.
Yeah, this is a game where you really have to make the ball do the work. This isn't a day to be doing a lot of running with the ball. Got to conserve energy, use it intelligently, budget your energy, and keep the ball moving.
Rudy Meredith, now this being his 24th season at the helm of the Bulldogs, did make a couple of changes to the starting lineup. Lydia Shaw with a very good appearance in the second half against LIU Brooklyn. She gets the nod to the outside left wing, we'll call it. Sage Brar comes now here to the near side, working as the other outside forward along with Ariel Shavrin. Kerry Cavallo retains her position. And the other change, Alexandra McCraven gets a look. The outside back has a chance here for Shavrin. A nice cut back onto the left, and she just puts it over.
That's got to be a goal. I mean, Ariel Shavrin did really well there. Keepers at her mercy and just kind of leaned back. Seemed like she was a little bit too hasty to get power into that. So she cuts back onto her left side. She's got plenty of time, but you can see her head and shoulders come back, and that makes the ball rise. So she'll be a bit frustrated with that, but I'm assuming that there's going to be plenty of other chances here.
Yeah, in these warmer conditions, you want to be the team that strikes early, maybe get a couple of goals in that advantage and force your opposition to really wear themselves out. As a chance now for Higginson trying to slot it through towards Lydia Shaw. Not a bad idea that, but a bit too strong, and Sydney Bruckner will take it. The sophomore out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. You know, for all the things you look at defensively, the woes for Robert Morris, she's actually a bit of a standout in her own right. The goals against at a 1.88, but she's got an 840 save percentage. So she's stopping a lot of the shots. It's the problem of the back line giving up too many opportunities.
Yeah, they've been tested for sure this year. They've lost 7, I believe, and so we'll see if Yale can really get her under pressure and shake her confidence a little.
Shavrin again trying to play to the feet of Sage Bard. It's blocked away, so it'll be worked all the way back here the near side for the sophomore out of Cheshire, Connecticut. Alexandra McCraven, a nice move to bypass Chelsea Kingston here to the near side. Now it's Shavrin, who likes to roam, is listed as a center forward today, but she will work to the right side. That's a nice move to get to the end line. Centers that one across, but it took a deflection. And again to the safe hands of Bruckner, who's already been tested here a few times in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, Yale's getting a lot of time on the ball. Even in these opening stages, they've had a lot of time to choose their passes. And sometimes when you've got more time than you want, it actually slows you down. I think the key for them is just keep the ball moving. Keep the runs coming without the ball. Keep the ball moving, and then the opportunities are going to present themselves.
Higginson, little 1-2 of Shavrin. It's blocked back out to center, but the Bulldogs will just gladly take it right inside their own half. Kristen Enriquez to the far side. Now with Cavallo's really, once she got that goal against LIU Brooklyn, it sprung into confidence. The flag comes up at the near side. Sage Brar just about a foot offside. And Robert Morris will have a chance to clear their lines. And when you look at the Colonial side like this one, you know, they're going to be under pressure for a large stage of this game. You have to look for those set pieces, those opportunities in the middle of the field. Those are going to be the ways to really control yourselves getting ahead.
Yeah, I think not being hasty and that run, the ball where Sage Bra was offside there, both she and Shaw had made their runs very early. I think if they just hold their runs tight, well, it's not so much about holding the run, it's about how well it's timed, because Higginson and Cavallo can easily pick out people in good spaces.
Chelsea Kingston lost that out of bounds, so she'll work with the left side right behind her. Ani Varjanen out of Helsinki, Finland. That's where Yale likes to attack. They've been a little bit, not one-dimensional per se, but they've been predictable at times where they'll choose the flanks that they go to. Today it seems that they're going to work from their right, or for the Colonials' perspective, their left, as Cavallo now in a long run forward. Still going on as Cavallo, try to set that one through, but Lydia Shaw not on the same wavelength there. Same time though, Robert Morris, no one turning their heads. That ball should have been dispossessed 3 times previously.
Yeah, Shaw is coming inside very, very early. We kind of noticed this in some of the earlier games, is that the left forward tends to come in really early in the attacking build-up, and sometimes will kill their own space that they're going to try and run into. Cavallo and Higginson need space to be able to play the ball through for you, but if you've already gone into that space, they can't hit you, and that's something that we noticed in the other games. And Shaw actually on Thursday stayed wide and was really dangerous, and I think she'll be a bigger asset to Yale if she can pull wide and use her pace against the outside back.
Yale's still learning how to manage without the services of Michelle Alozi, who picked up an injury 1 week ago today. It was against Marist inside the first 15 minutes. So you're still seeing some of that miscommunication, but Yale chance here on the attack. Higginson slotting it through Chavarin, but again called just a step offside there. Ariel's been worked early. That's well played, though, by Noelle Higginson, winning it back in the attacking third.
Yeah, again, it's just a little bit anxious to get in behind the defenders here. Just about timing runs. The intent's there, the good ideas are there, but it's just now a question of can you hold it long enough and then go at the right speed to get onto the end of these.
This is Schleicher now, here at the near side. 8 goals already scored on Friday against Akron, but unfortunate there. Played it right to a teammate and rode up onto the hand, so it'll be a set piece and a quick restart from Mackenzie Marsh. Foul was against Taylor Berkeley, sophomore from North Hills, Pennsylvania. As Robert Morris, their roster is pretty much loaded with players from the state of Pennsylvania. Don't have to go far to recruit good players, especially in Western PA, where there's a lot of talented high school and club players. Cavallo at a backtrack, and they'll swing it to Higginson. And has the switch on, and it will be played out wide to Kristen Enriquez. Enriquez with time. Drive that one in first time. It's blocked away, but this will be a corner kick coming up here.
So it's good run by Enriquez. If Shaw is going to vacate that wing channel, then it's important that Enriquez gets forward. She wasn't doing that earlier in this sequence, but on that occasion she did get forward and won the corner for Yale. We had talked the last game about Yale being a little bit static on their set pieces, and we'll see how they, if they've picked up the tempo today.
They'll be Brar to drill this one in, looking for Shaw. It's headed away. McCraven will play that back into the area. It's a good ball for Higginson, and she scores! That's a brilliant service here from McCraven on the near side, and easy pickings for Noelle Higginson.
Yeah, it's a nice little clip ball in from McCraven, right in behind the final defender, but in front of the goalkeeper. It's kind of into that area that's really uncertain for defenders. So you can see, nice little curling ball. Higginson just beats her player to the spot, and it's an easy tap in.
Noelle Higginson now with 3 goals on the season, double-digit points. That's already the highest in her career for one season. Obviously yet to get into the Ivy season, Ivy portion of the schedule. So that goal goes in the 8th minute. Higginson, what a ball though by McCraven. She looked up too, and you think to yourself for a second, McCraven is a forward by trade. Perhaps would she have a go from distance, but did the right thing, lumped it into the area, and easy finish for the junior out of New Orleans. And Yale again looking to hit back quickly here is Shaw winning it in her own defensive half and switches it out as Brar now looking to go 1v1 against her defender. Varjanen. Ball into the feet of Shavrin. The flag has stayed down, you know. Shavrin makes it 2. Not even 2 minutes have gone by, and the Bulldogs double their lead.
I think the Robert Morris defenders kind of froze there for a second, expecting an offside call, but Shavrin just held her run long enough. It's difficult to tell from this angle, but she keeps her composure and just sticks it away. And you had mentioned earlier, JJ, the importance of getting up by a couple of goals and effectively putting Robert Morris on their heels. And they've done that.